Sliding no back, now I'm feeling like Venom. I told her kick it, back him, squeezing a Mac, lemons, walk down, boy.
It's the dark skin Savage, my neighbor. Hey man, we're back with some more casual geographic videos. We're time to learn, man. We got why this is the scariest predator of all time.
Is that a whole egg in the bird?
I don't know.
Is that how it lays its egg, bro? No, that's a big old egg, bro.
Nah, that's a stomach. Hey, remember anyway. Let's go ahead.
Well, that's probably what it looks
Some
like.
Some animals very clearly got the middle finger from evolution. This is a portion of privilege. There is no animal that's gotten more green lights from God than a bulletproof, sawtooth, predatory sledgehammer with hyperintelligence, parkour prowess, and the ability to cryo-sleep like Captain America. Yeah, that menace is alive. Find out if you want to. Brunation's pretty much hibernation for reptiles. Basically a built-in power save mode for animals that already don't use much of it. But it means this is an apex predator that can survive a fate with Elsa, because gators and the like can survive a winter in a frozen pond by turning their metabolism all the way down, where they'll just stick their snouts above water and leave the rest under the ice where it's actually warmer until fate decides to defrost them. Mind you, brunations not sleep, and gators will move around on days when it's warmer, but it also means this ill-mannered iceberg can probably sense you walking past it, thanks to another superpower we'll get into later. Because you're gonna learn that not only is the main gecko the most disrespectful addition to the food web, it is humanity's greatest predator. And whenever Oppenheimer fell when Hiroshima got hit with a massacre mushroom, isn't even 1% of the regret felt by whoever unleashed an armor-plated equalizer onto Earth. But real quick, I'm gonna be saying crocodiles for most of this video, but a lot of this applies to crocodilians as a concept.
Man, what is that?
How much every part of a crocodile's body is designed to author your obituary. And that includes its walnut-sized brain. Because crocodiles are intelligent on a level that should deeply disturb you. Both mother crocodiles and American alligators will lure birds in by using sticks and twigs as bait to snatch their souls. That would already be bad enough, without the implication. The implication is that Satan's Snaggletooth stapler is able to take seasonality into account, since they're aware enough to pull this in the middle of nesting season. They're like Batman with prep time, except they've had 100 million years to plot. Another revelation is that the dinosaur time left behind will hunt as a pack, with scientists watching a group of crocs swimming in a circle around a shoal of fish, making the circle tighter and tighter until the fish were forced into a bait ball, just for the chompy boys to take turns cutting across the center of the circle to get their share of fish. There's another example where a massive saltwater crocodile scared a pig into running into a lagoon, where it was immediately jumped by two smaller crocs waiting. Now the implication there is somehow the giant salty knew exactly what direction to force the pig. Crocs have been doing this. It's just as expert Vladimir Dene will tell you, it's incredibly difficult to study an animal that doesn't stand in the water. Because if you're in the water studying hunting crocodiles, chances are they're also studying you. And their thesis statement is your headstone engraving. Vlad has put in over 3,000 hours of watching crocs, and has witnessed things like a stronger, heavier croc driving fish to shore, with smaller, more agile teammates hawking cornered fish. Now you might ask, how do the crocs share their victims? And honestly, that might be more unsettling than how they murk them. Chris Campbell was a contractor for the Okefenokee Wildlife Reserve, which meant over a decade of watching what a neighbor gator is capable of. One day he showed up to work with 60-something gators posted up by the boat docks. What he described were two groups of gators, one in the semicircle formation driving fish to the shallows and using the boats to corner them, and the other group in the background resting, or more like waiting. Because whenever a gator from the hunting party caught a fish, he'd immediately retire to the waiting group, and one of the waiting crocs would sub in and take his place. This went on for hours until it got hot.
This nigga's got a whole sport lineup, nigga.
Campbell went back the next morning.
Niggas playing basketball.
Play tag team.
Basketball.
Time, same place, same agenda. That's a level of teamwork and foresight most people aren't willing to accept from.
Damn! What's it, an eyeball?
Yeah, it's gonna pop out.
In many spots in Africa and Australia, people are warned never to get water from the same place more than once, and definitely not past twice. It's because crocodiles will memorize patterns and clock your daily routine. Getting too predictable around a professional camper means the croc will take note, just to ambush you the next chance they get, and they'll use very little energy to do. It's also why studying them is like edging death. To choose the same spots repeatedly, and at best, the croc notices and avoids you with no regard for your research. And at worst, in your snappy studies, you're habits enough to put a halo around your head. That's a real PhD, which makes the crocodile a gift-wrapped FU to any creature of habit, and why the most dangerous kind of croc is actually an investigator.
Oh, that shit
if
looks
you watch
scary.
this video, you can be the smartest thing missing a spine. You'll still be a living doormat if you don't have the hardware to back it up. And no animal has more disrespectful hardware than a motion-activated bear trap.
Man, that's actually scary, bro.
That's
Nigga be
crazy.
studying your ass, nigga. So this guy keeps coming back here every 5 minutes.
I'm just gonna sit here next
I'm
time.
gonna
I'm gonna
sit-
bite the fuck out that
I'm
nigga.
gonna spin the block in the next 2 days.
Crocodile is the most
I'ma do
physically
a
unfair
drive-by.
predator on Earth because virtually every body part has been expressly designed to flatline you. They have the strongest reported bite force of any animal at 3,700 pounds per square
Damn.
making its jaw a steel trap capable of damage on par with victims of war. But mature is realizing it's the teeth as much as the jaw. Sharks have serrated teeth to slice through prey. Crocs have death combs designed to keep prey in its custody. Meaning,
Yo,
if
that nigga
another
can't
claw
even
bites you, you have the lowest chance of escape, which gets worse when the croc proceeds to drown you. And with crocs being able to hold their breath for up to 2 hours, trust that you'll pass tense long before he does. The only thing with those teeth is they're great for grabbing, useless for chewing. So they'll slam prey into chunks and swallow them whole, which leads to the most broken finishing move of any animal, the death roll. But crocs also have the most acidic stomach of any animal and can dissolve bones, horns, and hooves. But they're also bloodbenders with a heart that controls exactly where the blood goes. And a feeding croc will direct blood to its stomach, so the carbon dioxide in it only
Croc
makes
eat
the
another
acid more
croc?
corrosive. And good luck fighting back when nature made an evolutionary aggro weapon borderline bulletproof. Crocodiles are covered in osteoderms, and armor plating blocks the teeth of other animals from doing damage, which is why there's more than one case of a croc taking a gunshot, but the nasty work is what you can't see. The scales are said to manipulate water in a way that means a 20-foot problem doesn't make ripples. The osteoderms create countercurrents that
What?
cause any disturbances made in the water.
Oh,
Basically,
that is some
technology
crazy
for an
stealth
extreme
shit.
reptile.
But what?
The same osteoderms
Bro, his
absorb
scales,
heat when it
like
gets
there's armor plating, is designed. They can make it to where like they can adjust it to where it doesn't make the water like ripple. Because when the water ripples, it could scare away other animals. When the animals see that shit. So they're designed to like make the
adjust
water
that shit?
not move. So they could just flow through the water and the water won't even be fucking moving. You won't even know it's there.
Yeah, that is true.
Bro, that shit is
They do be
crazy.
doing that shit though.
Yes,
you
bro.
don't even know they did.
So they could creep up on an animal when he's drinking water, and the animal won't even know because there's no ripple coming in like.
Yeah.
So it could like.
That's a tough ass information
God
because
damn.
we seen crocodile just moving water without
Yes.
water moving, but we didn't even know it was the
Yes.
scale of his back that's causing it.
I think they showed it right here too. I don't know. Look, like right here. That motherfucker was already there.
Osteoderms create countercurrents that cancel out any disturbances made in the water. Basically,
Look, he's
technology.
like, what the fuck? That nigga just spawned in that bitch.
Osteoderms can store heat for when it gets too cold and then release it.
Nigga,
when it's too
that
hot.
is
They also have a
OD.
built-in thermostat. There's one.
That's
more
actually
thing
cool as
understand
shit.
Is that when crocs spend all that time underwater, lactic acid starts to build up in them. But because osteoderms are made of mineralized bones, the minerals will slightly dissolve if the acid gets too high, releasing carbonate and bicarbonate ions that neutralize the acid and raise the pH. Crocs are nature's nepo babies. Evolution gave them every cheat possible.
Facts.
So
That is cheating, nigga.
10 feet long and pressing the scales at often over 2,000 pounds. It's not like they need
That nigga upgraded.
Especially when you realize, except for a tail that stores fat like a camel's hump, crocs are almost all muscle and look like a snake with legs with Kratos' knives for teeth. That tail is a lot stronger than you think, and the same one that can briefly air
That shit pulled him out the water, nigga, his tail.
With a direct hit. But there might not be anything more unsettling than crocodiles having probably the most advanced eyes of any animal. Eyes nature put right at the top of their heads,
That's
so snappy
crazy.
lads can plot on your life while cosplaying as a log. Eyes that have a protective nictitating membrane, so even attacking one of their few weaknesses still requires two-factor authentication. Especially because they can retract their eyeballs. And like dolphins, crocs can rest half their brain at a time. Even the pride of Steve Irwin can sleep with one eye open. And studies show they're more likely to do that when they're around humans. Also, they have
Nigga, that is
They
cheating.
sleep with one eye open.
They're asleep and still aware.
Is a small part
Like they
of
can shut off one side of their brain and then the other one is still functioning. So they can keep one eye open, like keep an eye on you while they're sleeping. Nigga, that is some cheating shit. God, these niggas are actually cheating.
There's some bots, bro. This nigga is not real.
And you
bro.
said they mostly do that around humans.
They're trying to mark your ass. That's
Oh, they're more likely to do that when they're around humans. Also, they have night vision because, of course, they do. And that's not even
Fucking
the most
night
important part
vision?
of their vision. The fovea is a small part of the retina, but it's where vision is the sharpest, and it's what you use when you focus on a specific word on a page or play words walking. And when you move your eyes to look at something, got him, that's you putting the image on your fovea. The problem is, what is a tiny dot for us is the shape of a skid mark in a crocodile.
Yeah, so when they focus on you, that's what they should look like.
Scan an entire shoreline without moving its head. If you still don't follow, get a book and try to read the entire page without moving your eyes once, and then realize how much of a middle finger this creature's existence is. Especially
this nigga can scan everything and not even moving his eyes.
Plot armor. Crocodiles can take freezing cold, extreme heat, radiation, and can live in waters contaminated with
Yeah, these niggas got cheat
and with the
codes.
diet of a morgue, they're resistant to nastiness like anthrax, cholera, and the most potent substance on Earth, botulism. They also have negligible senescence, meaning they
What
don't
the
really
fuck is
age the
that?
same way most animals do. It doesn't make
They
them
don't
immortal,
age?
but it does mean that they never really stop growing and can easily pass 100. In fact, right now, there's a croc that's been alive since 1900. Like a year. Which means, other than a Greenland shark,
Nigga!
there's another predator that
120 fucking years! 25 years!
Sick muppet made them resistant to cancer. And many believe it's thanks to their gut, because the gut microbiome is said to be a huge part of your health, and crocodile's gut community manages to reverse
Fuck,
cancer.
this crocodile swallow the camera,
Their
nigga?
gut bacteria
They reverse
Reverse cancer, bro. Them no.
The gut microbiome is said to be a huge part of your health, and a crocodile's gut community manages to reverse cancer. An experiment found that their gut bacteria put the brakes on cancer and slowed the growth of cancer-causing cells. Basically, it's a cancer to cancer. Now I understand why Buddy from Spider-Man crashed out. Especially since it turns out alligators and crocodiles can regenerate a lost tail. Crocodilian blood also
I knew that.
bad bacteria and can dead diseases like salmonella and staph infections. This thing's built like a Dark Souls boss.
So why the fuck do we have a cure for this shit?
Of God, yet get neutralized
That's what I was
by
just about to
around
say.
the mouth proves nature has a sense of irony. But that's a lot better than getting folded by some of the diseases out there. There's some stuff that Satan would second guess. Viewer discretion is advised, and this time I'm so serious. I'm not being cute. If you're queasy and not built for body horror, go here before I ruin your whole day. Your lack of action will be considered consent, I'm just saying. Last chance, you can still go back. Alright, this is on you. 3, 2, happy Halloween. I didn't even curse, I did gag a little. This is a deer suffering from papillomavirus, and it's usually not harmful unless you value mental health. But it can also cause Lovecraftian rabbits, with those affected seeming to grow tentacles. And if you live in Colorado, you've definitely seen these jackalopes popping up. And according to this article, the cutaneous quills are caused by the cottontail papillomavirus. This is the worst thing you can see while high. Because of the altitude. We fear most what we can't understand, and sometimes it feels like fear is the only thing stories like these are selling, and how that story is told could be the difference between being informed and building a panic bunker expecting the end of the world. That's where ground news comes in. Because if we're talking about a mutant deer with flesh bubbles for sanity's sake, you better be informed. Their rapid website pulls from over 50,000 sources worldwide to give you context about each source's biases, reliability, and ownership. It allows you to compare how different outlets cover the same story and see where the truth really lies.
I know this app too.
And with the rabbit story, ground news shows you over 200 sources, and that most
it's like left, like you can pick, like like the news, like the type of news, you can pick left, right, or center.
Rabbits actually came from lower factuality.
I remember that. He's talking about the trip.
Yes, the higher rated outlets were the ones.
It's like it shows you what the left, what's the hand, right.
It's great for showing you things you'd otherwise be blind to, but it's also great for erasing context and mass producing misinformation. Which is why Ground News takes the mask off of who's really pushing a story to explain the inexplicable. And Ground News was even recognized by the Nobel Peace Center for their efforts in media literacy. If you'd like a guide to navigate random rabbit holes, no, not this one. By now, you already know I partnered with Ground News to get you 40% off the same unlimited access.
Bro, nah, I never knew Crocs and alligators were OP like this, bro.
Nigga, they got everything they need, bro.
Dead ass, nigga.
Like, bro.
They've evolved. Like, they got a billion points of survival point, nigga.
It just wasn't enough. Nature gave an overachieving of one of the most broken build on the planet. Their abilities would get them banned in any game. Like I said, a crocodile on a stakeout can hold its breath for hours, and alligators.
Those niggas know how to do the belly roll at a baby age, bro.
Metabolism means they live on power save mode.
Not belly roll, the fucking death roll.
Can go up to 2 years without eating. God bless the blood. 2
years without eating?
Crocodiles can wait out the times that would surely wipe out anything else, and now you see how an aggressive snout managed to reject the same death that found the dinosaurs. Crocs have been around since Saturn was single and still waiting on a ring, and the fact that they can just suspend animation by putting their life on layaway just proves that they really are the teacher's pet of evolution. Also, crocodiles are more than capable of running fast enough to catch you off guard, or at least a cute croc will, and this is the one time I wish it were AI. And whoever said you should run away from one in a zigzag is guilty of attempted murder. That is a myth that only ups the chance that you trip and go out like a horror movie. You could climb a tree, except they can do that too. Because honestly, why not? They they do everything else. And not only do they climb trees, according to scientists, they do it regularly, with them finding grown adults 10 feet in the trees and juveniles as high as 30. School taught you to be afraid of quicksand and giant Venus flytraps, yet somehow a drop gator was an unmentioned possibility. They can also climb fences of every kind. And again, you already know where this was taken. This is flagrantly Floridian. I think now's a good time to mention, crocodiles are more related to birds than to a turtle, snake, or a lizard. Meaning,
that's crazy.
We just barely missed out on this freak being able to fly. Lightlessness aside,
oh my fucking god, that would be tragic.
Their aquavision is actually kind of
if those bitches could fly.
Found a weakness. Don't get too excited, because nature overcompensated with something outrageous. Those pits seasoning the crocodile are pressure sensors, and it's how the ultimate predator can clock the smallest vibrations in the water. It completely erases their lack of water vision. In fact, you could hog tie a croc blindfolded, throw it into a pool, and let a leaky faucet drip on a complete opposite side. The croc will still know exactly where the water's coming from.
What?
You won't know where he is until you wake up at a Tupac concert. Disability to zero. They'll teeth spreading their legs and fingers to maximize an already broken ability. And speaking of fingers, their jaws are more sensitive than yours. A dinosaur beast breathing like a nosegay, but let the croc tell it. That's the only demon that's slaying. And I don't know if I said this already, but let's not just walk past the fact that they can regenerate their tails like a starfish's arm. But the thing is, bears are berserker builds on steroids, cats are four-legged fur ninjas, and orcas are the most cerebral serial murkers on the planet. What is it about this semi-aquatic bioweapon that makes me confidently call them the scariest predator on Earth? Oh, simple. They're a predator's predator. Is there a single predator that generates more anxiety in other predators? No. Even cheetahs aren't fast enough to cheat death with the hit range of the reptile. And the king of the jungle gets a severe vibe check when they're out of their element. Not to mention, crocodiles will savage sharks to the point where many believe bull sharks actively avoid them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Crocodile is the worst kind of predator.
The fucking tank.
Which makes them a massive threat to the most successful predator of all time. Here's the thing, when a lion, tiger, or bear becomes a man-eater, it usually means something's wrong and they can't hunt their normal prey. Polar bears and Komodo dragons are famously less picky, but their home base is so remote that most people will never have to worry about them. Not only do crocodiles practice the worst kind of equality, they're basically everywhere. It's not that they actively go after humans, just that they genuinely
I'm not gonna lie though, now that just brought up a crazy question. Who do you think, who do you think winning between a polar bear or a croc, nigga? That shit just made me really think about shit.
I feel like with everything I'm hearing, bro, shit.
Nigga, they got fucking armor. They got plates in their back that can prevent bullets, nigga. I mean, polar bears, you gonna need more than one bullet to take them because their fucking shit is so thick. But nigga,
that shit has one of the strongest fucking bite fucking.
Yeah, but nigga, crocodiles got one of the. Yo, you talking about a crocodile or polar bear? Yeah, polar bears got strong ass bite force too.
I know, but they said crocodile has the strongest bite force.
Like they don't even use this shit for chewing. It's just to
nigga, it's the fucking tear you apart, nigga.
That's bro.
Them niggas just.
Oh my, bro, who is actually winning that?
That would be.
I think a polar bear is getting chewed the fuck out. There's, bro, I ain't gonna lie, there was some point. I'm not gonna lie though.
That is a good fight though. I ain't gonna lie.
That'd be crazy.
And they're heavy as shit too.
But polar bears are strong too, man.
Nah, they're strong as a
and they can climb.
I feel like it would be a crazy fight.
Their claws are sharp as a motherfucker too.
It would definitely be a crazy fight.
Nah, that is an actual.
Not only do crocodiles practice the worst kind of equality, they're basically everywhere. It's not that they actively go after humans, just that they genuinely don't care, which is why it's the crocodile that turns more humans into hashtags than any other large predator, by a lot, and considering how and where they do it, that number could easily be higher. Even if you don't get killed by a crocodile, there's plenty of psychological damage that comes from being targeted by one. In 2003, 2 Australian teenagers spent 22 hours trapped in a tree while being stalked by a 13-foot crocodile below.
God damn, 13 feet?
Keeping each other awake so they wouldn't fall in. To make it even worse, thanks to a flood, the waters kept rising, and the croc seemed to taunt the two by showing off the body of the third friend it had already caught. The two would be saved, but only by helicopter. Because really, what else can you do in that situation?
Bro, look how that nigga going in the water.
They didn't get as bad as Ryan.
Yeah, no
The New Zealander also got stalked by a croc, almost as big as the 20-foot kayak he was traveling in, and held captive on Governor Island, where the predator repeatedly made his presence known. 2 weeks with limited food and water, and a 20-foot undertaker that would chase him every time he tried to leave. And Ryan was hanging on by only a thread by the time he was rescued. That's the horror of being hunted by the greatest sit-and-wait predator of all time. Because time is their greatest resource. You'll never have more of it than they do. And the fact that the big ones can go a year or more between meals and do their dirty work in murky water makes a man-eating crocodile the most difficult kind to deal with. Gustav was a Nile crocodile believed to be 20 feet long and well over 2,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this shit is murking at polar bears.
Past tense and being repeatedly shot, the serial killer croc was never officially caught.
He got shot.
His death, because he was believed to have hatched in the 50s, there's a small but legitimate chance he's still out there, biding his time, just waiting for someone to wander close enough to become 50 Shades of Prey. You never see them until it's too late, and once you do, you might not see them for another year. It's a self-cloaking carnivorous convict that the land before time left behind. This is the scariest predator on Earth.
It's gotta be.
Of course, it's just an animal that comes naturally. They're not evil, just forged by millions of years of character development and mass extinctions. It's not hard to see why Steve Irwin wrote so hard for them, and I wouldn't be doing Khaki Jesus justice if I convinced you to hate them. Now, with Evan's respect and a very healthy helping of fear, because moral of the story, always beware the old man in a game.
That shit taking on a hippo, nigga?
I
think him and the hippo are fighting over a gazelle, nigga. Look, what's not a gazelle, but a bull.
Gazelle fighting that nigga.
And a very
he got his mouth chewed the fuck up by that damn gator, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That fucking.
I think it's fighting the hippo.
He's probably getting both of them, to be honest. Probably. Oh, nah, that nigga, the hippo's trying to kill it. Look, because look at the body. The bull body getting bit by the hippo, and the gator is just getting the face. Yeah. And he happened to hook onto that damn hippo, too.
Yeah. Or a crocodile. Damn, bro.
That's crazy.
The moral of the story, always beware the old man in a game where men die young. And you always beware the landlord of Croc Country, because you'll never know when rent's due.
That nigga is, bro, these niggas, I never knew these niggas was built like that. Man, hold on.
Bro, so much info about crocodile I learned today, bro.
Nigga, I ain't never knew this shit about croc or alligator, bro.
2 years of not eating, bro, that shit is crazy. Nigga, no wonder why they not extinct.
Facts.
You
get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Some niggas' body is just adapted. You know, bro, they're more related. The niggas said they're more related to birds.
Yeah, than they are.
So they damn near could have evolved to have wings, bro. If these niggas could fly,
and they're gonna be dragons.
Oh my, the damn near.
Yeah, basically dragons.
They would be fucking. I don't even know if there's a bird that would do some crazy shit like that, like just snatch a human up and bite the fuck out of them, nigga.
Now, some eagles be doing that shit.
Nigga, bro, but a gator. Imagine a flying gator.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like you can't get out. He bite the hell out you.
Yeah,
I feel like we gonna be in trouble if gators can fly.
Oh my, bro,
because they would be hunting.
They would rule the fucking planet. I think they would rule the planet. Like if they have the stats they have now plus wings, oh, we're done. Yeah, we're done.
Nigga, I feel like they can go in water and fly, nigga. Man,
I think they might.
We're fucking.
I think
done,
they might
bro.
go extinct. They might go extinct fast because niggas gonna start shooting them.
Oh yeah,
niggas gonna start taking them
Facts.
out. Nigga, if they start attacking,
you see one of them bitches, you gotta kill them.
Nigga, you got to, nigga.
You gotta kill them niggas.
That's instant danger.
Nigga, I feel like all of our weaponry would evolve just to kill them niggas efficiently.
Yeah. Just to find a way to take them niggas out, bro. Ain't no tranquilizer, nigga.
Yeah, because that ain't gonna work on them. That is not even gonna make it into their body.
Nah, bro, that is crazy.
Nigga.
Nah, if dragons fucking exist, nigga, that's actually
nigga, 2 years.
Nigga shooting fire out the mouth, nigga.
Nigga, 2 years no food.
Yeah,
nigga, I can't go a day without food. I think human can only last 3 days without food.
Hey man, but anyway, that'll be it for today's video, man. Let us know down below if you learned something. Shit, we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We're gonna catch you guys in the next video. Shout out to Casual Geographic for the video.
Yes, sir.
We love you guys and
we out.
Peace.